Hello and welcome. We are back for round 4 already of the coverage of our Mythic Championship qualifier, hosted by Spielraum. We're here in Vienna. My name is Matthias and I'm joined once again by the Lord of the Cards, the one and only Portele.
Hello.
We'll be bringing you a Postel again. This time not Christopher as we did in round 1, but rather his brother, who is currently undefeated and playing at table 1.
Yes, his little brother who is more successful at the moment.
Yeah.
Just to rub it in.
Yeah, he's playing Eldrazi Tron.
Yeah. We don't know what his opponent is playing, so we're waiting for that. I used the break to look at the metagame, which Thomas nicely put together for us, and I did the numbers like I always do. The most played deck is Junt, actually, with 8 players here.
18 players,
18 players here, which is 14.70% of the metagame. Followed by Burn, Red-White Burn, which has 16 players and 12.6% of the metagame.
So not too far behind. So about a quarter of the total metagame, either Junt or Burn.
Yes, and we only had 1 Burn so far, so
maybe we'll see more of those players in the top 8.
yes, and the third most played deck is UV, as a blue-white control, but with Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, okay.
And
no big surprise to me.
It's what you said, and for our German-speaking audience who are watching our YouTube channel as well, we did a bit yesterday on the channel about the bannings, and we talked about blue-white control with Stoneforge Mystic, and I said, yeah, I'm not sure if I would to play it, and then you said, yeah, but it's a winning option.
It's just, yeah, it's a win option.
And
you get some free wins.
With Pact of Negation, it's a winning option you can protect, even if you tap out for it.
Yeah, I mean Force of Negation, right?
Force of Negation,
I mean, you can protect it with Pact of Negation as well, but I would rather use Force.
Yes, right. And yeah. But we have also 2 regular control decks, blue-white.
With no Stoneforge at all.
With no Stoneforge at all. We have your favorite deck, the Urza Sword deck is on
4th place, right?
4th place with 8 players and 6.3% of the metagame in total.
Yeah, if we take a look at, it's a very long list of different decks.
Yes,
I mean, over 45
the
different decks.
the other section, which includes all the one-offs, is 26 players. So 20% of the metagame are other.
So just one-off decks, which is already insane.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of decks that only get played like 2 times.
Yeah.
In Bound Soul Herder.
In the 2 times category, we have another 12 decks. So
okay, Thomas is giving us the thumbs up. People are getting ready.
So we are going to the table.
Vincent, I think, is checking his sideboard, if he boarded correctly. Yeah. Making sure he bought it correctly and then presents his deck, so he makes no mistakes. We will get deck lists in a bit. We of course know that Vincent is playing Eldrazi Tron.
So now
probably
we at least know the opponent's name.
Yeah, Lukas Fischer-Pochtler. So hopefully not a lot of mulligans. We don't know who won the dice roll, but we'll see in a second. So I think I see Tron pieces in Lukas' hand. So probably on some Tron variant. Ancient Stirrings, some Urza piece, whiteboarded. Don't appreciate that too much, but you gotta play what you gotta play. And I think Sylvan Scrying, if I'm not mistaken. Chromatic Sphere. I think he's keeping that one, yeah. Okay, seems like Lukas won the die roll. Starts with a power plant into Chromatic Sphere. Is it? Yeah, Chromatic Sphere. Not too much of a difference. Vincent starting with the tower. Let's see if he has a turn 1 play. No, passes the turn.
Yeah, but the advantage from the Eldrazi Tron is that you don't need the Tron. I mean, it's nice to have because 2 pieces already. It's nice to have because you're faster, but you can play all your Eldrazi's with the Tron pieces or with the temples.
I think I see a World Breaker in hand for Lukas, which is pretty good in the pseudo mirror, because it's actually not 100% mirror, and all is dust. And here we go, Sylvan Scrying for the third piece. Gonna grab Urza's Mine. And passes the turn. We'll see if Vincent can master some kind of offense. It's going for an expedition map. Thinks about it. He has the second Tron piece in hand. Oh, he's going for Ghost Quarter. Alright. Yeah. He has the second Tron piece in hand, but opts to go for the Ghost Quarter.
That's, I think, a wise choice, because otherwise Lukas would have the Tron pieces already.
Yeah. I mean, it's a setback, but
Yeah.
I think you have to do it at this point. If your opponent goes third Tron piece Karn, it's already over.
Yeah, exactly.
So very disciplined move. Although he was inclined to play second Tron piece himself, he knows that if he's on the back foot, he's not coming back. So
now we got the deck lists.
So we take a look, and as expected, Vincent is playing the Eldrazi flavor, and
Lukas, the original one with 6 Karns. No. Oh no. Oh, 8 Karns.
8 Karns.
And 2 Ugins.
Wow.
The Great Creator and the Liberated. And he has, of course, in the sideboard the Karn package with Lattice, liquid metal coating, ensnaring bridge, chalice, so Crucible. I mean chalice. Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting one of two, because you get it turn 4. I don't know about that, but yeah.
Okay.
And the Tron is assembled again.
Yeah, expedition map, searching that one up. I see Matter Reshaper in hand for Vincent.
Yeah. He can search his Tron as well now, and he has it, but one turn later.
Yeah.
So what's out of the Tron?
Is it Ugin already?
It's
no, it's World Breaker, of course. World Breaker, think is game here. Don't think Vincent can come back from this. Yeah, Expedition map is getting played in Modern. Okay, now he's switching away from Tron and focusing on the Eldrazi lands, because with Matter Reshape in hand, he can muster some defense here.
Because the question was asked in the chat, there are 2 Amulet Titan players in the tournament, but I can't tell you their standings or results or anything.
So Matter Reshaper for Vincent, who has of course searched for the Eldrazi Temple. Let's see. Okay, Ancient Stirring is one of the cards that make this
deck
deck so powerful. See if he finds some other big spell.
The last
There's
one.
a Karn. All right.
And it's the...
Yeah.
I don't want to say the better Karn, but it is the better Karn.
At this point, it's definitely the better Karn. So, what are we going for here? I think exiling the land might be the best option.
Yeah.
I just exile a land.
Sure.
Pass the turn. Yeah. There we go. Hardest deck in Modern and most fun to play. Amulet Titan. Yeah. I was like, is he talking about Tron? No. So, does he have any way to crawl back into this game?
I don't think. I think this is over.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand why the World Breaker didn't attack, because there is no reason not to.
Yeah, well, he is protecting his Karn.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
So,
yeah, okay, there's
it's definitely a mistake to attack. So it was a good choice not to. So, any Stoneblade today? There are actually a lot of decks with Stoneforge Mystic in them.
Yeah, there's
one is labeled Jeskai Stoneblade. At least there are blue-white control decks with Stoneforge Mystic, a lot of them.
Right.
Actually, second most played deck, right?
Right.
Third most, sorry.
We have Jeskai Stoneblade deck list. We have then the
Stoneblade Martyr.
Yeah, Stoneblade Martyr. We have several decks who are using the new card, or new old card, but
that's legal once more.
none of them in the feature matchups.
Yeah.
So far.
So how? Wow. What's
a
up
lot
next?
of mana.
Yeah,
Okay.
Walking Ballista, sacrificing the Yugen Sanctum to grab another Eldrazi.
Or Yugen itself.
We'll see.
Eugene.
He was like, grab this expedition map. No, he's
Yeah.
actually going for Ulamog, which is, yeah.
We can't cast it at the moment, so he needs another Tron piece.
Okay, shoots it. Here you go, reveal the cards. Mindstone.
Yeah.
That's acceleration. Yeah.
Yes. Comes to the play.
It's converted mana cost 3 or less, right?
Yeah.
So Vincent takes 5. They're not changing the life totals. It's actually 15 to 20.
Because they don't like us.
Yeah, I don't think it will matter too much. If Lukas somehow manages to get a 2 mana land next turn. Oh wow, Thought Not Seer. Never mind. Okay, he actually has a 3 mana land in hand, but yeah. Surprise, surprise. Ulamog has got to go.
I'm prepared for this.
Patrick is updating the life totals for you guys.
Yeah. If players don't help.
Vincent actually is a follow-up play. Walking Ballista for 1. Which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking, okay, yeah.
So it's a
So
trade.
they're trading.
Yeah, but it's a fair trade because it was 2 against 1.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a Tron piece, so
Yeah, another one.
Ulamog.
Lukas already has one in hand, but the Ulamog is gone, so has to find something else. Is there Eugene,
Eugene.
the big guy.
This is not that good because his minus does nothing.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
his plus
his plus
is still insane.
Yeah, it's still gonna be enough. Like, it just 0.3 to the head each turn. And with Vincent being on 15, this will be over soon.
Yeah.
Even gets to play a Chromatic Sphere first. Cracks it for green, I think. Didn't see what he drew. I think, was it Karn? I think he drew Karn. Might actually start with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds fair.
Yeah. Karn goes for the Thought Not Seer, gets to draw a card because Thought Not Seer leaves the battlefield. Yeah. Not accounting mana.
It's enough.
Yeah. More than enough. Okay. Here we go. And attack for 5, right? Yeah. So Vincent is down to 10. You can see it. Lukas missed 1 damage on Ballista there. I don't think he did.
Because he used...
though
probably, yeah. Because he...
Oh, he could have shot. Yeah.
He could have shot.
Yeah, he could have shot.
Vincent,
Yeah,
but
you're
he
right.
didn't. Yeah.
You're right.
So...
Thought Not Seer, I think it works when leaves the battlefield. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a while since I played with that card. GP Barcelona. We'll check that in a second. Leaves the battlefield, draws a card. Yeah.
That's
so
why it works with...
Eldrazi Displacer.
Yeah, exactly.
And another Walking Ballista from Vincent.
And the Smasher hits for 5. It smashes. Do we get a game here? I mean, no, it killed the card, of course. I'm sorry. Do we get a game here? I mean, it would be insane.
There's still Ugin, so...
yeah. Yeah, but he only does 3 damage. I mean, only.
Yeah. When your opponent is on 10, that's a lot of damage, and he's not going down anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're attacking, you're not winning the race.
Yeah.
Lukas is stuck with all his dust in hand. That's definitely the card that's going on the bench. Isn't this a warning for Vincent because he has to say it? Not entirely sure on that one.
I don't know, because it's not a beneficial trigger for him, so maybe he has to announce it.
Might be. So who is he shooting at? I think to the face, right? One ballista for 3. Okay. So now gets rid of
one of the ballista.
One of the ballista, attack for 5. Yeah, that's game, right? Yeah. Vincent is on 7 because he shot 3 to the face. Did he remove 2 counters? What is happening? Oh no!
Oh, he shot
the
smasher.
Smasher. But why would? Wasn't he just dead on board? I mean, you should want to the ballista, kill it, shoot 3 to the face with Ugin, attack for 5, then shoot to the face. Is lethal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he missed lethal there. I mean, I don't think it's gonna matter too much, but
you could say it's a safe play, but it's not a safe play because he just missed lethal. But he thought about, what can lose me the game, the board, so I clear the board because I win and I'm so far ahead. Yeah.
Jealous. It's not good at anything. Yeah, Vincent putting on a show. Well, actually, he's not dead now. So, I mean, there's no single card that can get him out of here because he's not playing Ulamog.
No.
Who could exile 2 permanents. But still.
3 to your face. Yeah. I'm glad that he's now using this so I can switch back.
Wow, and Lukas drew a... Yeah, okay, well.
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay. That's it, that's all.
Vincent's packing them up. Green Tron is clearly favored, yeah.
Yeah, I think the die roll is very favored here.
Yeah.
And the die roll was in Lukas' favor, so he was first to assemble Tron, and he was first to play big spells.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, even if Vincent assembles Tron, the things he can do are not as powerful as the
yeah, but he can do more. If you play,
he can do more small things, but
if you play 1 Karn and remove 1 creature, but Vincent plays 3, he has still 2 creatures left to kill Karn.
Yeah, still I think the green deck is favored here.
I mean, if he plays Ulamog, then things are over because he removes 2 permanents and has the biggest threat on board.
Yeah. I think maybe he wants just like a very fast counter creator and then search up the lattice and lock up the game.
Yeah.
Chalice is not that good in the mirror, I guess. I think it can be okay if you're on the play and you get it down.
On turn 1 or 2. Or turn 2. Turn 2 is not possible. Because all the mana fixing effects, the star, the sphere, the expedition map, and even or especially the ancient stirrings are all 1 mana, and yeah, that's very annoying for the green Tron player.
I mean, but even if you're on the play, he at least gets across to 1 of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the play it's
yeah, but if one of those is only a sphere, then it's okay. Yeah. Then you here cycled 1 land kite. Okay, that's
yeah.
You can't do anything about that.
Yeah, but then he probably doesn't even have at least expedition map. Because he would have gone for that first, right? Yeah. So you go Tron, expedition, other Tron piece, then click the 3rd one. So yeah. I mean, there are a lot of 1 mana cards in the deck, but if you get the expedition map turn 1, then of course it's not that relevant that you play Chalice, but yeah, I would definitely board it out if I'm on the draw.
Yeah, on the draw, definitely. Do you think?
Speaking of it,
yeah. Do you think you bring in Nature's Claim as Lukas now that you're on the draw and you saw Chalice and it?
Yeah, but Nature's Claim doesn't work against Chalice
because it's on 1.
Because it's on 1, yeah.
Damn it, yeah. So he doesn't have any out for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, out, he doesn't need them. He can just draw naturally.
Yeah, he can just play Oblivion Stone.
I'm
not kidding.
I don't think he's boarding in anything. I mean, he has like a lot of 1-offs that he can grab with Karn. Then he has like 2 Veil of Summers, don't do anything in here.
Yeah.
The Nature's Claim, as we just discussed. I mean, what do you want a Nature's Claim? Because you're not Nature's Claiming the Chels, you can't destroy his Mind Stone or something.
Yeah.
But that's not a good plan. And Thragtusk is way too small for the Eldrazi world, so it's not gonna bring that one in.
Okay, and then Vincent's side, do you bring in the Ugin? Or the Mystic Forge?
The Ugins can only exile colored permanents, though,
Right.
so
But there
again,
are
this doesn't do anything.
there are card advantage because you make it 2/2. If it dies, you draw it,
Okay, I mean, you...
and you have a kind of a ramp.
Okay, I could see him swapping it out for All His Dusk, because All His Dusk doesn't do anything here.
Yes.
So he basically needs to bring something in.
Yeah.
And it's better than Spatial Contortion, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, Spatial Contortion.
it counters sorcery spells.
It's called a sorcery spell.
So you can grab
Ancient Stirrings.
Ancient Stirrings and Sylvan's Scrying, but on the play, I rather have the offensive threat of card advantage and killing with Ugin. So yeah,
I get.
So both players, rather ill-equipped.
Yeah, because I think this matchup is very dependent on
who gets Tron, right?
Tron first.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if either player gets Karn down early, that can also be huge.
Yeah.
So let's see. Both players stay on 7 once again. Both players hiding their hands. Lukas with a mulligan, which means Vincent kept here, right? Because he's on the play.
Yes. And now, wrong direction. I want to see this card.
Probably doesn't want to flip the cards on the table.
Ah.
I mean, Lukas would want to get in the peak as well, but yeah, we'll have to wait till turn 1 to see. Do you think the mulligan is very relevant in this matchup? Like going down a card?
I think it's more relevant to have Tron reliable. So I don't think 6 cards is not a big deal. I think if you go to 5, then you have a problem.
Yeah.
Because it's still a ramp deck where you need to pay off.
You need your cards and your payoff.
You only need 3 ramp spells because you need the 3 Tron pieces. So you need 2 lands and the third as a ramp spell. They're good.
So Lukas putting 1 card away. And we are off to the races. Who gets Tron?
There
Vincent. But Lukas with the expedition map. Let's see.
Natural Tron for Vincent. Needle.
Oh, Pithing Needle, wow. Okay. He brought in the 1-off Pithing Needle from the sideboard, and he has it.
Like a boss.
Yeah. Expedition map. It's interesting because he's running 4 of them as well. But yeah, here it's just a removal spell, basically.
Yeah.
So, second Tron land.
Okay. Maybe he has natural Tron.
Maybe he does. Doesn't need expedition map.
Yeah.
So,
But
Lukas has the second
Lukas
Tron
is
piece.
on the same road.
No, we didn't get any.
No, we didn't call a judge for this because I actually.
Yeah, we actually not in an area where judges are that easily available.
Yes.
So we will grab one if there's like a bigger incident.
Yeah.
And especially if we're not sure ourselves if there was a violation, or if Vincent not reminding his opponent to draw a card, in this case, is a major violation. So anyway, Lukas is resolving an Ancient Stirrings and thinking long and hard about it. So
what?
No Tron piece. I love it how we both like bending our heads. You should watch us in front of the camera.
It's so stupid. It's
yeah,
so stupid.
it doesn't work. The screen doesn't bend.
No. But it's a natural thing. You think, oh, the angle is not right. So if I move my head a little, maybe it is, and then so no,
no, it doesn't
that
work.
doesn't work like that. Okay, so he decides for the green basic land to get probably his last drawn piece with Sylvan Scrying.
So let's see.
No natural drawn, but we have
thought not seer
for the steerings. There is no steerings.
There's Karn.
There is a natural Tron.
Natural Tron and Willbreaker. This is a tough one.
So he can take the Karn comes out next turn with a 3 mana spare. So he can play
Bridge, for example.
Bridge or Crucible of the Worlds.
Yeah, which
doesn't
do anything.
He can even get Liquid Metal Coating, play it, and Stone Rain one of, more or less Stone Rain one of Vincent's lands.
Yeah, but then the Karn dies because he gets to attack it. So unless he grabs the Ensnaring Bridge, I don't think that will work.
But the Karn is gone anyway.
Yeah, took the Karn. Lukas
Top
with another Stirrings. 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Remember, kids, Ponder's banned. But looking at 5 cards, okay. So.
Yeah, we can shuffle.
And there's the Ulamog.
Ulamog, yeah. But since he played the green land, he needed to. He is 2 land drops away.
Yeah. But still, I mean, you got 2 turns.
Yeah.
And you know Worldbreaker is coming down next turn.
Make it count.
Yeah.
Attack for 4.
Attack for 4 is
oh, yeah,
not going to be enough.
But it's a start.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's got to do. Another Thought Not See would be good. Meta Reshaper is not going to do it.
No, that's not impressive. And Chalice for 1. That's a bit late, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he's already played 4 1-mana spells.
Yes, and especially 2 Ancient Steerings, which is the most important card since Expedition Map is needled already.
Yeah, totally agree. So, I think we're going to see Worldbreaker now.
Yeah, killing the Temple.
Maybe he wants to go for the Needle.
For the Needle, but he has the other drawn piece and they don't need the land anymore.
Well, he needs it for Ulamog.
He has another drawn piece in hand, isn't he?
A 4th one?
I think so.
Oh, he has Oblivion Stone, never mind.
That's good as well, yeah. The sun is a bit annoying.
Yeah.
I think more for Lukas and for us, but because I think he will sweat a lot now.
Okay, so he's cracking it immediately. Is there any benefit to it?
Yeah, he draws the card.
Yeah, but he draws the card anyway. Oh, what's the reason to crack it now?
Why?
I don't see any benefit to it.
Why? Oh, Meta Reshaper. Okay.
Yeah. This dude comes into play tapped all the time.
Yeah, tapped and attacking.
I mean, but if he didn't crack the Oblivion Stone, he would have just killed the Reality Smash as well.
Yes.
He paid 4? Who paid 4?
No, he used his whole mana in this turn and he has 8 mana. So, didn't he?
No, but he can just use like the green source and a 2 mana land, right?
Yeah.
So there's, I mean, he tapped it wrong, maybe.
So, Worldbreaker eats the Temple.
He just paid 4 mana. I don't get it.
Yeah, maybe he just tapped 1 land too less because he had the 8 mana to do all. Maybe he just used.
I don't know. I think it was just a mistake, but it doesn't matter anyways, because now he's Ulamog.
Yeah.
And although Vincent finally sets up Tron, he will get hit for 10, get 20 cards removed, and then just lose to the Ceaseless Hunger. Passes the turn. Smasher was cast for 4 mana. Didn't have like Eldrazi Temple.
Yeah, he had, but maybe he tapped Temple plus 2 lands instead of Temple plus. But he had spare mana and didn't use it for anything, so.
I don't think will matter here. 2 Tron lands without Tower and Temple.
Yeah, then
okay.
he just played 1 2 less. There goes the 20 lands. The 20
4
cards.
mana. Okay. So apparently as Tron player you can play a bit sloppy. But not too sloppy because then you lose. If you just play a bit sloppy then you win. It's just so dumb. 10-10. Indestructible. Attack you. And use a Will Breaker.
Sure thing. Tower gone. No more Tron for you, guy.
Pass the turn. 15 power. Yeah. Well, I mean, it didn't matter because it had enough lands anyway, but you still gotta pay
The right amount.
the right
of
amount.
mana.
I mean,
Yeah.
there will be points when it does matter, and then.
But I think this match is over.
100%. I mean, unless he can somehow muster a turn where he goes like Karn, Liquid Metal Coating. I mean, not Karn, not Liquid Metal Coating, but Ensnaring Breach, and then later grab the.
Yeah, but he need.
The
okay.
lattice.
But there's a Khan too. So that's it. That's all. We have a 2-0 victory.
All right, we'll get Thomas in the feature match area to check
if
the other players are still playing
and available for us.
Yeah.
Those both players were 3-0. So
yeah, they were actually at table 1.
Yeah, they were undefeated.
So we have Urza Tron, mono green, moving on.
Yeah.
4-0. Probably a nice spot to be in.
Yes.
Definitely gonna think about the next 2 rounds.
I don't know if we get another table.
Yeah, we'll have to wait for confirmation from Thomas if they're either playing or.
If we do, we would have Junt.
All right.
They will switch, right?
They will switch. They're already in game 3, but they will swap the table. And
that's very nice from them.
Yeah, we're gonna get some more magic. What's the matchup?
It's Junt against
4-color Urza, right?
Yeah, it's Urza.
Top the Urza, right? Yeah, he's playing 1 Teferi Time Reveler.
And he plays a Kirapur Itagrid main deck.
Interesting.
Yeah,
really. He's 1 Teferi Time Reveler, 1 Sai Master Top the Wrist, 1 Itagrid main board.
He plays a lot of one-offs. Interesting.
1 Pitting Needle, Powered Spell. Yeah, but those are pretty standard. I mean, the Damping Sphere is not Torpor Orb.
Yes.
Torpor Orb. Really?
Now you get me.
Wow.
Just tell me. Just tell me.
All right.
So we get Junt.
We get Junt on the other side. Any special stuff there? No. I mean, pretty regular list. I'm taking a look at it. We are already, of course, in sideboarded games, so I assume Plague Engineer's in. Hazard the Fervent, one of in sideboard. Collect the Oof, of course. 1 Ancient Crutch, probably. Meal Spellbomb, don't know about that. Surgical Extraction. I mean, you can remove the sword, but you have to time it pretty perfectly if it's the combo assembled.
We go back to the table. They are rearranging their cards.
Yeah, they were already in game.
Yeah, so
but were nice enough to
go on the life totals they have.
So we do have Junt on 2 lands and Sword on 2 lands. Apparently was a discard spell.
So
that took
he
bridge.
knows the hand and we know too. That's very nice. So we get Astrolabe.
Astrolabe, such a great card. There is already a Top the Foundry in play, right? There is a Mox.
Ah, yeah, right. There's a Mox.
Wow, and sword. And he does have sword.
And an 0 mana spell to activate the Mox.
Yeah, but that was already activated.
I have
because-
that's 3 yes.
And wow, and he has Urza as well. Isn't he just like, if he plays a sword and it's land, is it Plague Engine? No, it's Tarmogoyf. Okay. Yeah, we need to fix
The sun?
sunlight for the next round.
We need to set the sun. Easy done.
So
Easy
is it
done.
land? It draws another card from the bubble.
Fetching.
Fetches down to 18. So he was looking with the bubble during Martin's turn before he drew the card, so he knows to at least one card of his hand. And yeah, so I think this is over, right? This is turn 3 combo. Yeah,
Oh.
he now gets Urza. Make 2. Top the sword. Got any responses? No, you're dead.
Nice that we switched the table
Well,
to
at
see the
least
we see the combo in action.
yeah, this comes in, okay. You tap it for mana, sacrifice itself. You get a token and the sword is untapped. Then you can tap both the token and the sword, producing 2 mana. And, well, yeah, you go infinite from there. You get infinite tokens, infinite creatures, infinite life, as well as infinite mana. And you have Urza to activate, but Dominik also had the Spine of Ishsa already in hand, which is the late game infinite option to shut out the other player.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there are combos in Modern that beat infinite life and infinite creature if they get to untap. And your tokens don't have haste, so you need a way to finish them off right away.
Yeah.
And the Spine of Ishsa somewhat accomplishes that because you can get rid of all the opponent's permanents. And it is a better card than something like Time Thief or stuff like Nexus of Fate that I've seen being played as well in that spot. But the Spine is like an artifact you can 2-4 with Wire of Invention.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
And
was a
that we swapped at the table. This took 2 minutes, and the game took
yeah. I mean,
2
like,
minutes too.
yeah,
So
this was like insanely fast win
Yeah.
from top to
Yeah,
side.
but the hand when we went there, we saw his hand because after the Inquisition, and he just drew it.
Yeah.
It was a natural drawn,
Yeah,
easy going.
perfect time to tune in. I
Yeah.
think, yeah. So we do still have some time left.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to the
metagame a bit.
metagame a bit?
Yeah,
And
because we have 15 minutes left in the round,
yeah, we
so-
already took a bigger break last round.
so we
Games are being won very fast this
quick.
time. So we already talked about the top contenders. We have Chant, of course, being the most played deck. Burn, the
Close
control deck with Stonewitch Mystic.
Yeah.
And as we saw on stream, Urza Sword. We do have Titan Shift.
Yeah, just on one player short behind Urza Sword, so
Yeah.
also a big deck.
Yeah, 7 in total. We already had one on stream with Mike Brandner.
Yes.
We had Green Tron, which is next. Had that one on stream already. And
Then we have Hardened, Scales Affinity, Humans, and Eldrazi Tron, and
Twiddlestorm.
Twiddlestorm.
4 people on Twiddlestorm. That's awesome.
I think I missed this. Yeah,
No.
really rough. 4 people.
No. I know for sure that 2 people are playing it. So
Crazy.
yeah, I think it's quite the good deck. It's still somewhat of a meme, but people are underestimating it. It can, if you have the Lotus Field, you can win on turn 3 easily.
Okay.
If you don't have it, you have to search for it. But if you get it, then yeah, it's definitely a contender. But only like 4 people on those decks, and then numbers start to
dwindle
decline.
very fast.
Yeah, we have like Black White Eldrazi and Maori Death Shadow, which we also saw on stream already.
Yes.
3 copies each. Then a bunch of decks with 2 copies each. there's like another blue-white control deck, as we talked about earlier, without Stonefish Mystic. Banned Soul Herder deck that I would love to see in the feature match area.
Actually, I would love to see the 5 color sliver deck. There's just one player playing it, and I have no clue who it is or what his standings are, but I would love to see it.
Maybe we can check that out. I'm not that big of a sliver fan myself, but
the deck is I love it because I think when I started Magic, everybody wanted to have a sliver deck because it was slivers is so cool and something. It was more or less a kiddie deck, and now it's a competitive deck because you have the support in the mana base.
Yeah.
You have the abundance of 2 mana slivers which pump everything. You have just an awesome aggro deck.
Yeah. Apart from that, Crucial Show brand. Kind of hard on the tongue. The deck that features, of course, Crucial Brand and the Green Shoal to gain some life. Very interesting combo deck. I played that a bit myself back in the days.
Yeah.
We have Living End with Merfolk. We have Simic Merfolk.
Yeah.
We have the Wreck, of course, which we saw. We have
Titan Breach as well.
We have the As Foretold Electro Dominance, Crash of Rhinos, whatever.
Combo Storm.
Combo, whatever.
Yeah.
Thingy. With taking turns here, so a lot of different decks. We have Dice Factory, which Thomas came up to us and was like, "What the hell is this? What's this?"
Yeah.
It features Core Tapper and artifacts. You put counters on it. There's Urza, but no top the sword combo. So
yeah, it's also an awesome deck. I would love to see more brews in the feature area, but since we always take and known players or players who have flawless record.
Yeah.
At the moment, both all the time because the field is broad enough. We didn't have the chance.
I mean, brews are cool and all, but at the end of the day, there's a reason they stay brews most of the time.
And they're the meta game, and they're the top decks, and the top decks are the most played decks as well.
I mean, of course, with this many copies of like brew decks, maybe we'll end up seeing 1 or 2 in the top 8.
Yeah,
and we get to feature them there.
I mean, we had Browers on the stream from a pro player.
Yeah,
and it's a one-off deck.
Yeah, it's a one-off deck. I mean, Prowess is not one of the decks I would call like a classic brew.
Yeah, because
because it's a known deck at this point.
And it's another variant of red, and more or less it's just not the classic burn. Because it's monocolored. But
I think the Sahils from the sideboard were a very good addition.
Yeah.
And we saw them. I mean, they were not that super relevant against the Death Shadows, but in the end, they provided. Yeah, I mean, they provided the last points of damage, but I mean, like a Lightning Bolt or stuff would have won the game at that point.
The important part is, I don't think the last point of damage is the constant stream of blockers.
Yeah, I mean, but that wasn't relevant.
Yeah, it wasn't relevant because, but if the game would gone a bit longer,
it's a good card,
Yeah, I think it's a very good card in this matchup as well.
Yeah, I would love to see Banned Soul Herder. I've seen like Nassif stream the deck sometimes, and it's just so much fun.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of cool new cards from Modern Horizons.
Yeah,
getting played.
Made a lot of impact.
Yeah,
in the beginning,
I mean, a set that's called Modern Horizons.
Yeah,
would be a shame if it didn't, right?
But in the beginning, a lot of people were I don't know. It looks more like Commander Horizons. Yeah. There are not that much impactful cards, and we're a bit. Yeah, you know the community. They're always whining. But in the end, a lot of cards made a huge impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hogak, then they were whining again.
Hogak made a bit too much impact. But yeah, even Urza.
Yeah, he's a pretty good card. So there's a lot of good cards for Modern Horizons. I'm very excited for the new set coming out this fall. Throne of Eldraine.
Sadly, there is not much cards to show. Last time we had the MCQ, we used the breaks to show cards from Modern Horizon.
Yeah. Because
it was in the spoiler season. But yeah, we are too far away from the spoiler season. We could only show one card. I think it's spoiled. And it's not even spoiled. It's just the frame.
Just the frame.
We could show the frame again, but yeah.
I think most of you guys have seen it already. So.
Yeah. But I'm looking forward to this set. It looks cool. It's a cool flavor. It's a cool style.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So we see that we have about 8.5 minutes left in the round. We will be back, I think, 10 minutes. I added a round clock now in our
The other window, right?
The other window, so that you see how long the round is, and you can estimate 2 to 5 minutes more because anybody always takes extra turns.
Yeah. And speaking about windows, we might be able to fix.
We fixed it already.
We fixed it already? No.
Yeah, Thomas was on his toes
awesome.
this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
I was like, there's a player's comboing. Didn't pay attention anymore, so no.
didn't look at the table. Okay. So see you in a few minutes for the round 5 of the MCQ Vienna.
Stay tuned.